Basically, because as a wrestler, you don't want to be on your back.
Yeah.
Jiu-Jitsu became famous when Hoist Gracie back in UFC, I think 4-1, like submitted a really big wrestler from his back. And so that's what Jiu-Jitsu is really famous for, be able to move and fight from your back while you're on the ground.
Yeah, the wrestler was ill, it turned out later. He had a stomach problem.
Oh, really? Doesn't happen. Doesn't happen.
Oh, wait, maybe it wasn't. Can you explain to the people at home, what is the purpose of those exercises?
Of course. I mean, one of the main things about Jiu-Jitsu is that we're focusing on ground fighting. So typically, like how you move on the ground is very different how you would move in the clinch, how you would move when you're a striker. So typically the biggest obstacle is to get people to learn to move on the ground, to move most efficiently. So the movement that we just did is like simulating the ground fight. So basically like shrimping, how you usually escape, and so on. So typically like once you become that, like these movements, all the other techniques that we're doing, are much easier.
Yeah. Now some of it is similar to wrestling, but I see you guys flipping inside and outside, upside down a lot more, which I think is very cool. Yeah.
I mean, the reason is that...
Oh wow, oh that's awesome. I just had my first BJJ lesson ever in my life, and I got submitted 75 or 76 times. How many?
I think it was only 74.
Only 74. Wow, you know, I don't want to be modest. Hey, yes, I really appreciate it, man. Jiu-Jitsu, you know, could you explain to the folks back home, because people don't understand Jiu-Jitsu, wrestling, MMA, judo. What's Jiu-Jitsu?
I mean, Jiu-Jitsu is basically like one of the most important components of MMA. So you have the striking game, which you obviously master. Then you sort of like have the transition, the wrestling, where you sort of determine like whether you stand up or whether you're on bottom. And then Jiu-Jitsu is more or less focused on the ground. I mean, Jiu-Jitsu guys also practice a lot of wrestling, a lot of judo, but primarily where the strength is on the ground. Yeah. And that's also how Jiu-Jitsu became famous and so much utilized in MMA, because it's part of fighting on the ground.
Oh, it's a good thing time right out, you know, because I was about to win. I was wearing you down.
Saved by the bell.
Thank you, people. What I saw today wrestling with the guys, there were positions where maybe I was able to get an advantage because of wrestling, but then sometimes like I thought I was taking the advantage, but then you were able to choke me. You know, something like this, so it's just something that I wasn't looking for, something I didn't know.
Exactly. It's also because like all sports are like Jiu-Jitsu, judo, wrestling, also like the rules determine the game, the name of the game, right?
I had you on your back for 3 seconds.
Exactly. But I mean, like a good example, right? In judo, wrestling, how you advantage, but in Jiu-Jitsu, we go for the choke when we get the back.
Right. I'll tell you the most annoying thing so far in my martial arts journey. Number one most annoying thing. Okay, if you get in there and the guy punches you funny and knocks you out, you accept it. But you go in there and the judo guy throws you one time and you land on your back, and that means you lost the match.
Exactly.
That's like hard for me to accept.
Exactly.
The Jiu-Jitsu, I think I'm winning, and next thing I know, my arm is twisted in some crazy position, but it's very cool, yes. I hope, you know, I come to Cambodia to train for wrestling teams like 5 or 6 times a year, so when I come, I also like to train.
Exactly. I mean, like, if you come by, if everybody else watching this, like, please feel free to come by. I mean, like, grappling is only starting in Cambodia, and we're definitely going to do our part to make it bigger.
Awesome, man. Thank you so much, Theo. Okay, in China, we do it like this. Cambodia, we do it like this. Thank you, brother. Can we say goodbye?
Okay, yeah. I say
anything you want to say, you can say, come train at Prokout, we welcome you, something like that.
Okay, come train at Prokout, you are welcome here. And thank you very much.
Antonio. Hey, let me tell you people something, why I know this guy. When I had my first MMA fight, I was 45 years old when I took my first MMA fight. I had 5 weeks of training, and he was part of the team that worked with me every single day for 5 weeks to get me ready for my first MMA fight, and I won, and it changed my whole life. That's how I know him. So I've known you a long time now. Thank you, brother.
Thank you, brother. Thank you very much.